An Indonesian YouTube channel specializes in fake ghost videos to tease passers-by, and they happened to come face to face with a real ghost. They said that day they pretended to be ghosts to scare people passing through this road. The video above is for entertainment purposes only, but things have gone too far with their imagination. After trolling two men, one of the group members saw something really scary. And here is the video they recorded. You can see, when they just trolled the other two men, they were very excited about their joke. However, one member saw a white shadow appear in the distance, which caused them to panic and run away. Maybe they touched the spiritual world here. What do you think about this video? This video was recorded by a family living in Malaysia. According to this guy, he was watching TV when his sister suddenly came over with a blanket to scare everyone. After a while, the little girl seemed to have gone to sleep, but strangely it came back. However, when the young man pulled the blanket away, no one was in it. This strange incident made the young man and his family extremely panic. If you look closely, you will see that the figure inside the blanket is very strange. It was like a walking corpse. The scariest thing was that there was no one inside the blanket. After watching this video, would you dare to play the haunted game at night again? Shadows, they exist all over the world. People will think that this is just an action image of you in the sun or created by a certain lamp. However, a group of young people in China discovered a very strange thing. During a gathering, they played a very strange game together. Specifically, the two people on the opposite side will grab the index finger of the other two people. In particular, they have to put a light bulb on the top, and create a shadow of 4 people on the table. Then both of the people who had their index fingers grabbed had to quickly withdraw their arms, and this happened. Somehow the shadows in the video are acting very slow. The group of young people was extremely worried because they did not know what the hell was going on. A man who works as a sorcerer. One night he heard dogs barking a lot, so he took a flashlight out to the front yard to check it out. He looked around but found nothing. The flashlight was broken. He was struggling when suddenly someone seemed to be patting him on the shoulder. He was startled, but he looked around and saw no one. After fixing the flashlight, the man went around searching again and returned to the old place. Again, it seemed that someone was pulling at his shirt. Sensing something amiss, he folded his hands and recited a spell. A spirit slowly emerged, and he saw it. This spirit knelt before him, seemingly begging for something. But this spirit couldn't talk, so the man didn't know what it wanted to beg for. After a while, the spirit slowly dissipated, as if it had used up all its powers. The incident was captured by a security camera on a Texas street. According to the owner of this video, he did not understand why the banner in the square was violently torn. Because he was so upset, he decided to review the image on the security camera. And here's what the camera captures. In the video is a bizarre creature with human-like limbs, and the way it moves looks very strange. The creature got very angry and tore the banner to pieces, though the banner doesn't do anything to it. Perhaps it thought the image on the banner was a human, and was ready to tear apart anyone it met at the time. What do you think this creature is? After watching this video, will you dare to go out alone at late night again? The Javaru tribe lives concentrated in the Amazon basin has an extremely terrifying practice, and the scariest among the tribes in South America. In the past, Havara warriors were the creators of human heads that were dry and small like oranges. And of course those are the heads of other tribesmen, or enemies of the Havaro people. For the Havaro people, they wear shrunken heads like medals on their chests. Whoever has the most medals will be the strongest and respected by everyone. Initially they would soak the heads with a special solution of forest leaves to keep them from rotting, then they will carefully separate the bones in the head. Next, the head will be soaked with another solution of forest leaves, causing the meat to shrink, and then put the head in a hot sand pan to absorb any remaining open oil. After the head withered, the warriors would stuff straw or hay inside to make the head round. Then they sewed up the eyes and mouth of the head. The Havara warriors believed that by doing so, hatred is trapped within the heads. Today this custom is no more. This tribe eagerly welcomed visitors to visit and explore their land. A hungry predator, fierce and extremely monstrous, equipped with 4 sharp fangs, and a mouth with a strange structure, like a proboscis that can project forward. This is a bloodworm, an extremely monstrous creature. From the form of an ordinary worm, it can transform in an instant, becoming the strangest life form you have ever witnessed. It looks like a creature that doesn't belong to this planet, and its way of feeding is also very alien. When hunting, the bloodworm will spit out its wet proboscis full of sharp teeth to cling to its prey. And if that wasn't enough to give you chills, the following is even scarier. When the bloodworm has grabbed its prey with its sharp teeth, it will inject a powerful amount of venom into the prey, paralyzing the prey immediately. The venom can cause a cardiac arrest in the prey, allowing the bloodworm to swallow it whole and easily digest the victim. The scary thing is that bloodworm venom is similar to scorpion venom, so it can cause serious reactions in humans, including burns, skin lesions and anaphylaxis. The Aztec death whistle, one of the scariest sounds ever made by man. In the last decades of the 20th century, this strange skull-shaped object was found by archaeologists in an Aztec temple in Mexico. When it was first found, everyone thought it was just a toy or a decorative item, so it was ignored and left in the warehouse. However, many years later, experts discovered that this was actually a death whistle, and the sound it makes is extremely dark and creepy. The Aztecs used it in spiritual rites, ritual sacrifices of the living, and especially in combat, to terrify their enemies. And when blown, this whistle will make a scary sound, like the sound of a person screaming violently in pain. Rats are much cuter than we think. This animal knows how to tickle like humans, proof that when tickled, they will giggle. However, that laughter has a very high frequency so the human ear cannot hear it. Rats also know how to flush their ears when they feel happy. Rats are surprisingly clean animals as they spend most of their time grooming their fur. Not only that, they also clean each other to increase affection. This behavior is called social grooming. And if a mouse lets another mouse do this to it, it shows that it has absolute trust in this friend. Rats are also a very organized species as they regularly clean their lairs and arrange their food in a very neat manner. And especially they are also an extremely intelligent pet. Not only are they excited to hear their owner's voice, but sometimes they also consider their owners to be fellow human beings and groom their owners. They even know empathy and compassion for their fellow animals. The evidence is that in one experiment, one mouse was locked in a narrow pipe. The other outside was extremely worried and tried to find a way to rescue its mate.